No butter.
Ooh, you're already all set. Okay, ready? So we have analyze.
Like this?
So it's like here, it's like a straight line in front of you and then going backwards.
Like this?
Analyze or research. The other thing I've seen for research is with an R here, like check, check. Research. Check, check. Okay. And then become fat. Like just showing like you went from here, you went out to here. And a lot of times you do see it with the that way. Okay. And then you have bright, clear, and obvious. So this could be here. So you can say it was bright. So outside, and I walked outside, it was bright. Okay. Or you can talk about how someone explains something. You could say, oh, the directions were really clear. Clear. Or you could say it's right there, obviously. These are the obvious. Okay, then we have butter. 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 So it's like with a U, but your thumb stuck out. Butter. Butter. And we have celebrate. It's here. Celebrate. So sometimes I just say it here. Sometimes you have that before it, but usually celebrate. And then comfortable.
Like that?
And then confident or confidence. I've seen it kind of like, more like in the sense of strength is here, like, just pulled out to there. This is also the sign for like healthy, restored, like that. I looked it up and the other side that I saw for it was confident. So this is more like trust. So I think it can be used as both. So you can use it as confident. It's kind of going forward that way. Confident.
Like that?
Confident. Confidence. Or confident. Okay, and we have dark or darkness. So some people do it more with like a little bit more clawed hand. Some people do it more with just like a closed hand like that. But the movement's the same. So it's to here. Dark. Dark. Dark or darkness. Okay, and then we have dentist. So there's two that I've seen. We have dentist here. This is more like a drill. So with this part of your hand, the side of it, then it's kind of like you're like holding something like that, going here, dentist, or I've seen dentist. Dentist.
Yeah.
And you do it with your mouth open like you're actually tapping your teeth, dentist. Okay, and we have egg. So we talked about that before, like you're cracking an egg. Egg. Then we have electricity or electric. Electric, electricity. I've also seen this for like electrical charge. So referring to electricity. And then emphasize, impress, and stress is here. And sticking your thumb and like making an impression in it.
Like that?
Just twisting it down. Impress, impression, or emphasize. I've also seen it going back up, like impress, like going just toward yourself, and like impress. So, but I think either of those will work. Oh, I was impressed. You know, left an impression or going towards me. I was impressed. Okay, and we have fight, like if there was actual like physical fighting, be this way. Fight. Fight. So it's like your hands are just going right past each other, like that. Fight. And you turn it so they're like facing each other. That's like the way that's going, and then they go next to each other. Fight. Okay. We have fix.
Or exchanging.
Yes. Yeah. And then fix. So I've seen this one two ways actually. So you see this one mostly, but there's also the lexicalized fix. You can do fix, F-I-X, F-I-X, but it's turned so your palm is facing like inside. So if you're right-handed, it'll be facing your left. If you're left-handed, it'll be facing your right. It's fix, fix. I think I've also seen it with two hands as well, so it's just F-I-X. F-I-X, fix. So.
How do you do it again? This one?
Fix. So it's kind of like squished O's, just like that. Fix. Fix. Yeah, it's hard like to start with, but once you get it, then it's kind of fun to use that. Fix.
I like it.
And then we have hide. So it's like it's here, and then it goes under hide. Then we have jump. We have kneel. And then license.
Is that the sign for sign too? Like if there's a sign on the road?
No, it's license.
That's a sign.
A sign is like if you trace around it.
Kind of a book.
Yeah, if you just trace a box, yeah. Okay, so license is this way. Okay, then we have long, and I've seen it with an L most of the time. So you have long. And just starts about at your wrist and then goes up to like your bicep. Okay, and then lousy, I've seen it here in your nose and out to the side. Lousy, just lousy. Okay, and mirror, it's in front of you and it's here. Okay, and then we have music, or song, or sing. So music, song, or sing. And then we have pepper, pepper. I've also seen it this way too. I don't know.
Why is it in that?
So there's salt, and then there's pepper, or pepper. But usually,
Yes.
a lot of times you'll see pepper. Okay. And then this is actually the sign for bones, for like a bone. So I think that they're using that in the sense
Like the cross.
of like the crossbones.
Which one are you doing?
Poison.
Oh, boy.
Poison. Okay. And then we have potato. Potato. Potato.
It's the same sign for Ireland, Tom.
Irish or Ireland is here, like if it goes around and down. Irish. So then potato. It works. And then what they're showing for pull is like this, like if you had two ropes that you're pulling, so your dominant hand is farther in front and your non-dominant hand is behind a little bit, and then just pulling. Pulling. And then they had pushing. Push.
Now is that right?
I believe so. That's what I would do, like if I was pulling something or
The omelet
pushing
was
it.
for their one.
So, it doesn't really matter. Just going, yeah, that's good. So pulling and pushing. It would just kind of depend on the context. Like if you think about, okay, you're describing a child and they are pulling on you, then you might not use this one. You might use like, maybe they're grabbing like your jacket or something, so they're like pulling this way. So it's more of acting it out and showing that part, depending on what the actual circumstances, what you're describing or what you're explaining. If you were saying playing tug of war and you pulled on a rope, then this obviously would be super accurate because it already has like, if you were already doing that. If I took and pushed someone, then this would work for push, or I was pushing something along, it's really heavy, I was pushing it this way, so you would kind of just adapt it to whatever the object is that you're talking about or any of those things. Okay, and then we have salt, which we did, salt. Salt. And selfish or greedy is here and going in, selfish. Selfish or greedy. And then we have sour or bitter. So it's here and it twists. It's like sour or bitter. So it's just like right here on the side of your chin, right there. Sour, bitter. And then usually your face shows which one it is as well. Okay, and you have stand. Standing. And then struggling. So like this, struggle, struggle, struggle.
Like this.
You can just pull on your thumb on it. And we have team, so it starts here with your T's together and goes to the other side.
Is that for tribe too?
For tribe, I would probably do more group. I do group and then spell tribe. Yeah, that would just be for team. So maybe I've seen that one. And then travel or tour. This is for travel. It just goes in a circle like that. Kind of goes around. And then they also have the sign in there for very. So it's not one that you'll actually use very much, because usually whenever you are describing something as very large or very small, something like that, then you don't use the sign very. You would just show your facial expressions and the way that you describe something. But there is the sign very.